Once again, it is our privilege to bring to you the highlights from the Blackpool Dance Festival. This, the 74th year, saw almost 2,400 entries, 1,500 couples from 48 different countries taking part in the greatest dance competition and championships in the world.
It's a marvellous venue, and we look forward to talking about these competitions.
Continue now, ladies and gentlemen, with the semi-final of the British Professional Latin American Championships. In the Cha-Cha-Cha,
If I can remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that of course in this championship and the ballroom championship on Friday evening, we have single dance recalls, so couples may appear in 5 dances, 4, 3, 2, or even 1. We have a record entry of 263 couples and many new partnerships this year, with a number of the leading dancers are making partner changes. So great excitement will be seen as we watch this semi-final and final.
So this is an absolutely wonderful competition, and here we see in slow motion Allan and Serena, and this is their first major competition together, a new partnership, and it is going fantastically well.
In a way, it's a pity there's been a change because it started to make a major breakthrough, I thought, at the last International Championships, Pat, but for various reasons they decided to move on. And another new couple.
Yes, Louis and Joanne, representing Holland. Very vibrant couple, with both of them have got great determination to do their best. Strong leg actions, but a calmness as well, which is good. And we have Jason and Tonya. They are Greek champions, but have been living in England for a long time. They've developed a very good style. Strong and dynamic, and it suits them very well.
Samba, 12 couples it will be called. 5, 12, 28.
So number 28 is an inclusion in this dance. They were not included in the cha-cha-cha. So we have that one change. And with 122 not selected.
Here we have Bill and Kimberly, United States of America. She's a young lady from England. Very powerful, dynamic dancing.
That's former winners of the Rising Stars.
That's right, they won that last year. Those stars and trends will come and go. They prefer the fundamental principles of dance, which always remain unchanged. And they're always trying to strengthen and develop these.
Almost a lift there on the right-hand side of the screen. If you wanted to, rather dubious figures during this championships in the early rounds of things that could be termed lifts and dangerous movements. Well, these would be delighted to be included, Pat. They were not selected in the cha-cha-cha, but they'll be thrilled to be in the samba.
It's Giacomo and Melissa. Strong, powerful dancers, and she has a fantastic use of lifts of her leg, very fluid, which their choreography usually encourages. Here we have Ralf and Olga from Germany.
As former amateur champions.
That's right, they won the British Open in 1996, which was marvellous for them. Sometimes they say Olga's name as Omelette, which makes it funny for her. So Omelmetchenko. They always try to practice hard to become better and better.
We have the same 12 couples on the line. Thank you.
we mentioned the amateur champion from 1996, Pat. This is the amateur champion from last year, making a tremendous impact.
Last year's amateur champion, Michael and Beata of South Africa.
And only professional, 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, Pat.
It was kept very quiet, yes. I don't think many, if anybody knew they were going to dance in the professional event.
They chose not to do the Rising Stars, but to stake everything on the what's known as the big one, and they certainly make an incredible show. Third in the amateur last year, and I must confess I've always been very enthusiastic about their dancing. I consider they were quite unlucky as amateurs, but dancing wonderfully well tonight.
Yes, they certainly are. Holger and Cahrlotte from Denmark. A little bit distracting with their hair, but that was just a little mistake. But the quality of what they're producing with the basic fundamentals is really excellent.
Yes, the hair flicking around is a little bit visually disturbing, I find. I don't know what it must be like dancing with it. It's
12 counters will be called in possibility. 5, 12, 45, 57, 77, 87, 116, 135, 173, 198, 226 and 247.
So 77 has come in and 28 has gone out.
Thank you.
Just that slight change in paso doble. The couple to come in.
John and Jane of England. here we have John Burns and Jane Littleton showing the mastery of the caping action.
Yeah, they're probably a little disappointed they didn't make semi-final selection in the first 3 dances, but you can see why they've been selected in the Paso Doble pet. Very strong dance.
Very well together, particularly everything shows in slow motion.
Yes, the arms are synchronized beautifully. Another of the very new teams.
It's Paul Killick and Kylkova.
But not as new as some of the other newer new teams.
That's right. Showing the mastery of movement with finesse and activity. Very good.
In 12 couples is a jive. 5, 12, 45. 57, 66. 87, 116.
So 66 comes in, and John Jane unfortunately are not selected in the jive.
And 247.
And here's the new couple. It's the McDonalds from the USA.
Coming back for the final. So let's hear it. The jive. Thank you.
Gary and Diana McDonald.
That's a well-deserved selection in the jive, Pat. Good jivers.
So they should have loads of energy with only coming in this dance, which they certainly have, but not overdoing it.
They'd probably rather be a bit tired and have been in all 5 dances.
Well, control spins. We have Paul Richardson and Lorna Dawson from England.
Yes, one of the top English couples. It's hard to find out how people rate because couples change the partnership and they change the country they wish to represent, almost like a flag of convenience, so you can't really be sure who's representing whom. But they're certainly one of England's top couples.
That's right. Very good jive as well.
Although we did steal him from Australia originally, didn't we?
Yes, he's been here a long time now. Yeah. These kickball changes they're coming all over the place.
Well, sensational night for last year's amateur winners.
And they look to have the class that deserves this semi-final.
And of course they've had to qualify, the same with Holger. Holger Nitsche, right from the first qualifying rounds, hours and hours and hours ago, from this incredible record entry of 263 couples. Where's the strength come from? Amazing.
It has to be from their preparation, physical activity, eating properly.
May I have the judges, please? In the final cha-cha, 6 couples have been recalled with the hours following. 12, 57, 87. 116. We will start again.
Now, Chairman Bill Irving, I believe, is his 21st year of being chairman of the judges. He's very authoritative, and he wants the couples, everyone, to hear the numbers correctly, which is why he started again there. He stamps his authority quite correctly upon the whole proceedings.
It's absolutely marvellous to see this couple, Juuka and Sirpa. Their enthusiasm of dance shows every minute. They prepare everything. And 3 times, well, hopefully there'll be 3 times. They've already won it twice. British Open Professional Latin champions.
Yes, they're going with the hat-trick this year, aren't they?
That's right.
Lovely dancing. And one of the few stable partnerships, it seems. There's been a lot of changes of the other finalists.
They are very stable. They're getting married shortly. So I don't think, I'm sure that they won't at any time split, because they are so involved with each other.
Yes. New pair, Pat. Bryan Watson, who is South African, he danced for Italy and then he danced for England, and now he's dancing as German with Carmen.
Yes, it does seem strange to represent a different country than you normally associate them with.
He was second last year, of course, with his previous partner, Karen, when he was dancing as England.
Samba, 6 couples have been called. 12, 57. 12, 57, 87. 135, 173, and 226.
So excitement there, incredible excitement, because the last year's amateur champions have been included. But I can tell you that the couple who were third last year in the amateur championship were also included in the first dance. Ralf and Olga, unfortunately, the champions of '96, have been left out of this dance, which is sad for them. And there's last year's third place gentleman shaking hands with last year's champion, but he's already a dance ahead this year.
It's been a fantastic experience to be in this grand final.
Yes, a wonderful achievement after being professional for such a short time, but it shows the high standard of one or two of the amateur couples at world level. They can quickly make the transition. What I find a bit unfortunate is the amount of solo work. This is a 16-bar period, which is almost a third of a minute of the dance, where they don't touch each other, and this has been remarked upon once or twice over the last few months. Some people are very concerned about the amount of solo work. Different dress pat, or at least an alteration. The top is white now for the final.
Yes, again the hair just distracts me a little bit, but that's her choice. But the quality of their dancing I really love.
I think you're right, just the hair, there's just an impression of almost untidiness of the finished picture.
Reverse turns very well executed.
Who knows, if they stick together, they could go far.
Yeah, Yes, they feel now that they've got the right partnership and it'll go from strength to strength.
In Rwanda, 7 couples has been recalled.
7 couple final now.
12, 57, 87. 116, 135, 173, and 226.
So Wentik remains in, and Ralf and Olga come back in for this dance.
Here we see the beautiful execution of basic walks around. Managed to hold her ronde so she didn't kick anybody else.
I didn't see the feather on his arm in the semi-final. Whether that's something he's caught from her dress, I'm not sure. But there's something on his right upper arm.
Yes.
She's a lovely dancer. I think he's dancing particularly well as well.
Paul and Karyna. It's a lovely flexibility of movement between them. Making it look very comfortable and easy, but that takes all the time and effort to make it look so easy, and that's the difficult thing.
Yes, as a partnership, it's only about 7 or 8 months old, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's, although it seems an old one because of the new couples, it's still quite new, and we'll go from strength to strength, I'm sure.
Passes over the 6 couples have been recalled. 12, 57, 87, 135, 173, and 200.
So it's the same couples as for the samba. And a wonderful bit of floor craft at the end there, avoiding the collision. I'm so pleased for these, Pat. They had a few disasters as amateurs. When I predicted over the years, I thought they would be champions. It was never to be, but they're in every dance of this final so far, a magnificent performance and two wonderful dancers. Really thrilled for them.
Yes, they uphold all the principles, and it's great to see them in these finals.
They, of course, qualified right from that first round, 7 rounds ago.
Yes, it's a long space of time.
But 5 of these finalists had to qualify. Wentik, Killick, Watson, Tornsberg, and Holger Nitsche. They all had to qualify right from the start. But what about these, Pat?
Yeah.
Supreme.
They are.
Unstoppable.
Arm, finger movements, hand movements are so natural. They've all had to be developed, of course, but they're now bringing all these years of training.
It's the overall thing with this couple, isn't it, Pat? Overall, in every dance, they are very, very good indeed.
That's it. They have to work hard, of course, and respect the form of dance and stay true to it, they say. And try to improve every day, and the results will come.
Time, thank you.
Well, we have the same 6 couples in the jive. Just a few tired legs there, but after 26 dances, it's understandable.
Yes, as Bill says, a wonderful final.
You can see what the audience thought of it. Some of the couples applauding the orchestra, played so wonderfully well. I think of the dancers and all the rounds they did, but of course the couples know that the orchestra is the thing that they have to dance to. Keeps them going.
That's right. It's the very, very important part of the whole competition and the atmosphere.
Yes, music is what it's all about.
Holger and Charlotte.
Great, so pleased for them. Wonderful, wonderful result.
It's wonderful to see the happiness in their faces as well.
Well, they've met with triumph and disaster. There was an arm injury not long ago when they could possibly have broken through and won in the amateur. So they've experienced the whole range of emotion.
Bryan at Carmen, and here we see the fluidity of dance, which I really love.
So we've got two ladies in the final that just use their first name then. Carmen and Beata.
We have Paul and Kanna.
Yes, those legs were getting tired there. But of course the lady's not as experienced as Paul. Long experienced, young. I remember he was a very young boy.
You can still see the basic action though is still in there, even though they're tired. It's inbred in them, so
Yes.
Still looks active.
26 long, hard, grueling dances.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree that the panel of adjudicators had no easy tasks today.
It certainly didn't.
Thanks to the very hard work.
We have our usual fashion parade of the judges, of course. It's mainly white jackets for the gentlemen tonight.
Mrs. Lecca. Mrs. Barbara.
Not entirely Michael Chesterton, who had a black jacket. He always was very smart in black.
Mr. John Knight.
John with his white jacket and gone for the black shirt. Well, the ladies, of course, they always look magnificent. Oh, another black shirt.
And the presenter this evening is from Leisure Farms, Mr. Keith West. Result of the Cha-Cha-Cha. First, number 57 from Finland, Juuka. Second, 173 England for Killick and
For those who are unfamiliar, may I remind you that the placings are given in each of the dances, and the overall winner will be announced at the end. So Killick and Watson really changed places in that Paul was third last year and Bryan second, but of course both of your partners now, and they move up the place.
From Italy, Allan Tornsberg and Serena. And fifth, number 12 from Denmark, Holger from Nitsche and Charlotte Egstrand. And sixth, 116 from Germany, Ralf and Olga of Onefater. In the samba, you can have Haapalainen and Suutari. Third, Bryan Carmen. Fourth, Tornsberg and Serena Lecca. Fifth, Olga Nitsche and Charlotte Egstrand. And sixth, Wentik and Beata and
Is with us again.
And the number, Juuka Haapalainen and Suutari.
Well, looks set for a clear win, but I should be surprised they're not first in every dance. Oh, oh, absolutely. So a change there, moving up the pace.
Fourth, Tornsberg and Serena Lecca. Fifth, Holger, Nitsche and Charlotte Egstrand. Sixth, Wentik and Beata. Ralf Mueller and Olga. Passes over, Juuka Haapalainen and Suutari. Second, Killick and Kulkova. And third, Tornsberg and Serena Lecca.
Oh, they'll be pleased with that.
Fourth, Carmen.
And they're possibly a bit disappointed with that.
And sixth, Wentik and Beata. Giant, Juuka Haapalainen and Suutari.
Not all first.
Every dance, undoubtedly champions again. Total of 5 points.
Second, Carmen.
Right, gives them a total of 14 points.
Third,
But they have a total of 12, so they will be second, and Bryan and Carmen will be third overall.
Fourth, Tornsberg and Serena Lecca.
19 points will be fourth.
Fifth, Wentik and Beata.
Oh, that's a nice result for them. They will be sixth overall, though, missing out on one dance in the final.
Holger, Nitsche and Charlotte Egstrand.
And they will be placed fifth over the whole competition. Total of 26 points.
And the British Open Latin American champion 1999 and still champion Juuka Haapalainen and Sirpa Suutari.
That's 3 times now British Open professional Latin champions.
Very, very popular couple. Always do what's required. And I was working with them in Holland earlier in the year, and they were demonstrating on each of the 3 days and judging on each of the 3 days. They work so well. Good professionals. This is a regular habit because this is the 3rd successive year that you're the British Professional Latin Champions. Is the habit going to continue?
Yes, we hope so. We're trying to produce even stronger performances every year, and we haven't made any decisions to stop yet.
I'm delighted to hear that. As the years gone by, you've won more and more dances. Now you've won all 5 dances, so the gap seems to be opening up. But there's a few funny things been happening behind this year, hasn't there, with the other couples, some partnership changes?
Yes,
yeah,
quite a lot of that.
I think tonight there was only 2 couples from last year's finals who are still the same couples, you know.
Does that make it better or worse?
I suppose it makes it very interesting for the audience. But I don't know how the couples get it together in such a short time. Yeah.
But I think as long as they all keep on staying dancing, that's nice. But when some of them stop dancing, that's not so nice.
So I'm just thinking, like, I'd like to wish them all very good luck, and really I appreciate what they do in such a short time when they are brave to change partners and then come and perform it. Yeah, exactly.
Because it takes time to mature a performance, doesn't it? As you're showing in your own performance, it's getting better and better as the years go by. And as indeed, I mean, 3 times winners now, that's not quite a record, but it's getting near that way. And like Donny and Gaynor found, as the years went by, year after year after year, you could improve.
Yes, and we find that if we look back, in the beginning we might have had a fabulous year where everything felt great, and even the results were rather good in one of the years, but maybe the feeling wasn't so great. There was some difficulties on the way and things like that, you know. So I think it really takes a lot of experience to create a lasting and magnificent partnership, you know. And we're trying to get there.
We find more depth in it all the time. So
yes, I'm sure. So talking of a sort of a lasting partnership, I know you've got some good news for people who might not know. There's something important happening soon, is that right?
Yes.
What is that?
She's going to change her colour of the dress.
No, it isn't that at all. Now, come on, you can tell
yeah, I'm going to wear pure white on the 19th of June, so we're going to get
in just a couple of weeks' time.
Yes.
It'll be Mr. and Mrs.
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Suutari.
Well, that's
we're not so sure about that.
Is this going to be in your home?
Yeah, in Oulu, in a little town. Oh, it's not that little, but in a little town in Finland, which is my hometown.
Oh,
Northern Finland.
Northern Finland. So it might be cold, might be snow even in June.
Well, if you'll match the snow in your white dress, I'm sure. Well, can I wish you all the very best from your thousands of fans?
Thank you.
You've given a lot of pleasure to a lot of people tonight with a real class Latin American proper dancing performance.
Thank you very much.
Talk to you next year, we hope.
Okay.
And I think you speak beautiful. Don't you listen to what they say about your voice in your hometown. You speak beautiful English, and it's certainly better than my Finnish.
Thank you.
Bye, Juuka.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Come to the end.